Well, hello guys, and I sound a little bit low because I am actually frustrated over myself because I am recording this video third time, and believe me, both the previous two times I made such a dumb mistake that I can believe myself I did that. So first time what I did was I only recorded this rectangle, and when I checked my video and I said, hey, why it's so zoomed, so I was pissed again. And then the second time I forgot to input my mic, so the computer used its inbuilt mic and the microphone on the audio quality sucked ass. So here's this the third time, so don't worry, third time the charm. So let's just get started. What I was trying to do is I'm going to say this, that say a user came to you and says he wants a program for which it prints the multiplication table for the number from what he wants to. So for example, he says that he wants to get the output of as a multiplicative table from the numbers 2 to 10. So what we're going to print is the multiplication table of 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then to 10. So the multiplication table follows as this: 2 into 1, 2, 2 into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all those multiplications. So that's how it starts up to 10. So what we are going to do is we're going to take two variables, I, j, for the two loops, and two inputs from user, which will be the numbers, and that's pretty much it. So where will we store multiplication? I'll show you a trick for that. So let me just take the input fast enough, printf to user, enter number 1. So this is where the user will enter the first number. I'm gonna scanf it. I'm gonna take an integer from user and put it into my variable x, and the same thing I'm going to do for the second number. So I'm gonna copy paste it here, enter the number 2, and I'm gonna input it in y. So now I'm going to take my loop. So because from x to y, let's just say that for example I'm going to dry run that x is 2. I'm going to assume that x is 2 and y is say 5. So what we want to do over here is we want to print the table of 2 first. So 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 10 times. And then we will print the table of 3, which will be 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, so follows and also. And I'm gonna give it a proper format that to the user it will show it like this: 2 star 1 is equal to 2. This is how I'm going to print to user. So now I'm going to take a for loop which will start from x till it has run y times, and I will increment I one by one. And inside this for loop I can do two things. One is this: I can either print, I'm not gonna show you the syntax properly because I just want to show you what I can do. I can print this I into 1 is equal to I multiplied by 1. So I can do this, and then I can print again. So now I'm going to print I star 2 is equal to I multiplied by 2, and I can do this 10 times to show the user from I into 1 to 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 into 7 2 into 10. So I can do this 10 times. But as you can see, there is a pattern. Each time this number over here will be incremented by 1. So why not use a loop? So here's how my second loop will go. For j now, because I we have used above. For j equal to 1, 2, j is 10. Increment j 1 by 1. And for inside this we are going to print this. Printf an integer which will be I multiplied by an integer which will be j here is equal to another integer which will be the result. And here's how I'm going to do this. I, first to be percentage to be replaced by I, second percentage to be replaced by j, and the third percentage to be replaced by I star j. So you can do calculations in printf statements like this. And I'm gonna end it. Of course, we'll need a new line after this to make it readable. This is pretty much it. I want this in for loop. And before this, I'm going to print that table for an integer is as follows, and I want that integer to be replaced by the value of I. And after it's done, I am going to print a line. That's pretty much it, and my program is done. So let me just make you go through a little bit so that you can explain it easily. I mean, you can understand it easily what's going to happen. So say x is 2, and so first time I will be equal to 2 and y is 5, so 2 is less than 5. This loop will run. It will print that table for I, which means table for 2 is, then it will execute this loop. So j is 1, 1 is less than 10, then it will print that 2 star 1 is equal to 2, because this will be multiplied now. So then the j will be incremented, j will be now 2, 2 is less than 10, it will print 2 here because I is still 2, because this loop has not finished its execution, and the execution will not continue from here till this condition turns out to be false. So now the j is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, it will print that, then it will be incremented to 3, 3 is still less than 10, 2, 4, 5, 6, up to 10. So it will print 2 into 10, which is 20. And then finally j will become 11. The condition will now result to false. So the execution will continue from here. It will print this line. And then you see this for loop has done its first execution for I equal to 2. So now I will be incremented. I will become 3 now. And then it will do the same thing inside here for 3, then for 4, and then for 5. And after 5, I will be incremented to 6. And 6 is not less than 5. This condition will evaluate to false. And this will be here. So in the end, I'm going to print to the user that the tables have been calculated, just to show you that the program is ended. So I'm gonna save it, going to compile it, and okay, I missed something. I typoed Kenneth again, and not one time, 2 times, so I am a genius at typing. Finally we can compile it safely, and as you can see, it compiles. Thank you. Now we're going to run it. The first number we enter is, what do we enter? 2. The second number we enter is 5. And see, it printed me the tables. The table of 2 is this line. Table of 3 is this line. Table of 4 is this line. Table of 5 is this line, and the tables have been calculated. So you can pretty much follow the execution now of the for loops, and I'm going to show you that this program is very good, as it can run for larger values as well, like 200,000. Here we go, and it will run successfully, but it will take some time because now the loop is running 198,000 times, from 2 to 200,000. So this is pretty much it. This is how we use the for loops to do something again and again and save ourselves from writing statements multiple times. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.